Have you ever wondered how far the human spirit can go when faced with dire circumstances? From the dawn of time, human history has been marked by stories of incredible resilience. These tales of survival are not just about overcoming the odds. They are a testament to the power of hope, courage, and sheer determination. Imagine being trapped in a remote canyon, your arm pinned by a boulder like Aron Ralston. Or picture being stranded in the Antarctic, your ship crushed by ice, like Sir Ernest Shackleton and his crew. These individuals, and many others like them, have stared death in the face and emerged victorious. They serve as a stark reminder of the indomitable human spirit and the extraordinary lengths we can go to when pushed to our limits. These tales of survival are beacons of courage, lighting the way in our darkest times. So, let's dive into some of the most remarkable survival stories in history. Imagine being trapped in a remote canyon, your arm pinned by a boulder. What would you do? This is exactly the predicament Aron Ralston found himself in. In a remote Utah canyon, Ralston's arm became trapped under a boulder, leaving him stuck with limited supplies and an increasingly dire situation. After 5 long days, with no sign of rescue, he made an unthinkable decision. Using a dull pocket knife, Ralston amputated his own arm to free himself. This brutal self-surgery, followed by a grueling hike out of the canyon, led him to eventual rescue. His harrowing experience became the subject of the film 127 Hours, a stark reminder of the incredible lengths humans can go to when survival is on the line. Ralston's story is a testament to the extreme measures humans can take to ensure survival. It's a chilling example of resilience and the fierce, unyielding will to live that lies within us all. What would you do if you were stranded in the Antarctic with no hope of rescue? Picture this. It's the early 20th century. Sir Ernest Shackleton, a seasoned explorer, leads the Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition. Their goal? To traverse the last uncharted territory on Earth. But disaster strikes when their ship, the Endurance, is crushed by ice. Shackleton and his crew find themselves stranded in the Antarctic, far from civilization, battling brutal cold, constant hunger, and an uncertain future. Shackleton's leadership shines amidst this crisis. He keeps morale high, instills discipline, and ensures everyone stays focused on survival. They hunt for food, build makeshift shelters, and even salvage a lifeboat to navigate treacherous waters. Against all odds, every single crew member survives this harrowing ordeal. Shackleton's story serves as a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. It reminds us of the extraordinary lengths humans can go to survive, and the power of leadership in the most dire circumstances. Imagine surviving a plane crash only to find yourself alone in a treacherous jungle. In 1971, this became the reality for 17-year-old Juliane Koepke. After her plane crashed in the Peruvian rainforest, Koepke found herself the only survivor, injured, disoriented, and surrounded by an environment teeming with dangers. The jungle was not only a physical challenge, but a mental one as well. The solitude and fear could cripple even the bravest among us. Yet Koepke was not defeated. With remarkable courage and resourcefulness, she navigated the perilous terrain, fending off predators and finding sustenance. For 11 agonizing days, she pushed through the dense undergrowth, following a river in hopes of finding help. Her determination triumphed against the odds. She was eventually found by local lumbermen and rescued, her survival story becoming a testament to human resilience. Koepke's story demonstrates the strength and resourcefulness required to survive alone in a hostile environment. What would you do to survive if you were stranded in the Andes Mountains after a plane crash? A question that a Uruguayan rugby team didn't have to imagine, but lived through in 1972. Their plane had crashed, leaving them stranded in the Andes' harsh, cold and isolated environment. With limited resources and the struggle against the elements, survival seemed like an elusive dream. Yet the human instinct to survive is strong, as this team demonstrated. They faced unimaginable conditions and resorted to unthinkable measures, including cannibalism, to stay alive. For 72 days they endured, their will to live never wavering despite the odds stacked against them. Then, a miracle unfolded. After over 2 months of isolation and despair, the team was finally rescued, their resilience rewarded with their lives. This story is a stark reminder of the extreme lengths humans can go to survive. Imagine being trapped in a sunken ship with no hope of rescue. This was the chilling reality for Nigerian cook Harrison O'Keefe, who in 2013 found himself the sole survivor of a shipwreck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. O'Keefe was trapped in a small air pocket inside the sunken ship, encased in utter darkness, with the cold, crushing weight of the ocean pressing in from all sides. The odds were stacked against him. No food, no water, and the chilling threat of hypothermia and drowning looming. Yet, O'Keefe clung to life with unrivaled tenacity, surviving for an astounding 3 days in this underwater tomb. His survival was nothing short of a miracle. A team of South African divers, originally dispatched to retrieve bodies, discovered O'Keefe alive, shocking everyone. His rescue was a delicate operation, fraught with danger, but ultimately successful. O'Keefe's story is a testament to the human will to survive, even in the most dire of circumstances. What would you do to survive if you were stranded in harsh winter conditions with no food or shelter? Picture this. It's 1846 and the Donner Party, a group of pioneers eager to start a new life in California, finds themselves trapped in the Sierra Nevada mountains during a severe winter. With their path blocked by heavy snowfall, food supplies dwindling, and shelter inadequate against the biting cold, the situation became dire. As the weeks turned into months, the pioneers faced a grim reality: starvation and exposure. In their desperation, they resorted to unthinkable measures, including cannibalism, to survive. This tragic chapter in history is not remembered for its gruesomeness, but for the extraordinary, albeit desperate lengths these individuals went to ensure their survival. The Donner Party's ordeal underscores the profound instinct of human survival, the will to live even when faced with the most brutal conditions. This tragic story serves as a stark reminder of the lengths humans can go to ensure survival. How would you endure years of confinement, torture, and deprivation? Picture this: the Vietnam War, a time of intense conflict and uncertainty. Now imagine the plight of prisoners of war held captive during this tumultuous period. They faced conditions that would break even the strongest among us, yet many of them held onto their resilience and courage. Their survival stories are a testament to the indomitable human spirit. For years on end, they remained confined within the four walls of their prison cells, subjected to relentless torture and deprivation. Yet their spirits remained unbroken. They drew strength from their collective experiences, finding solace in their shared hardships. They clung to hope, to the thought of freedom, to the idea of returning home. Their resilience was their greatest weapon, their courage their armor. Their stories are a beacon of inspiration, demonstrating the power of the human spirit in the face of adversity. These stories inspire hope and solidarity, reminding us of the power of the human spirit. Imagine being trapped underground for 69 days, with no hope of rescue. This was the chilling reality for 33 Chilean miners in 2010. The scene was the San Jose copper gold mine, a labyrinthine network of tunnels that became their prison after a catastrophic cave-in. With the weight of the earth pressing down on them, these miners were pushed to the limits of human endurance. They rationed their meager supplies, surviving on a can of tuna per person every 48 hours. But it was their ironclad resilience that truly marked their survival. They maintained a semblance of normalcy, organizing their space into living and working areas, even as they grappled with the uncertainty of their fate. Above ground, an international rescue effort was underway, drilling down to reach the trapped miners. 69 days later, their perseverance paid off. Each miner was hauled to the surface, one by one, in a capsule fittingly named Phoenix. This story is a remarkable display of human solidarity and the will to survive. How would you endure 9 months of captivity and abuse? This is the chilling question that frames the survival story of Elizabeth Smart. In 2002, at the tender age of 14, Smart was abducted from her home in Utah and held captive. Her captor subjected her to relentless physical and psychological torment, a nightmare that lasted for an agonizing 9 months. But Smart did not succumb to despair. Her indomitable spirit shone against the darkness, her determination unwavering. She clung onto hope, biding her time until the opportune moment for escape. And it came. Smart's resilience led to her rescue and the capture of her tormentors. In the years following her ordeal, Smart has become a beacon of strength and courage, actively advocating for child safety and victims of abduction. She turned her harrowing experience into a platform for change, proving that even in the face of extreme hardship, one can not only survive but thrive. Smart's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and overcome extreme hardship. How do you rebuild your life after experiencing unspeakable evil? This question echoes in the hearts of Holocaust survivors who endured one of the darkest chapters in human history. 6 million Jews and other marginalized groups were systematically exterminated by the Nazis in a chilling display of hatred and intolerance. Yet, amidst this unimaginable horror, stories of survival and resilience emerged. Survivors, like Elie Wiesel and Anne Frank, have shared their experiences, painting a vivid picture of the horrors they endured. Stripped of their humanity, they faced death daily, yet clung to life with tenacity. In the face of starvation, torture, and the loss of their loved ones, they found the strength to survive, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. After the war, many rebuilt their lives, contributing to society in numerous ways, and ensuring that the world never forgets the atrocities of the Holocaust. These stories bear witness to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable evil. Human resilience is an extraordinary force. From Aaron Ralston's Canyon ordeal to Shackleton's Antarctic expedition, from Julian Koepke's jungle survival to the miracle of the Andes, each story underscores the incredible capacity of individuals to dig deep within themselves when faced with life-threatening situations. We see this unwavering determination mirrored in Harrison O'Keefe's Sunken Ship Survival, the Donner Party tragedy, and the strength of Vietnam War POWs. Despite the direst circumstances, these individuals found the will to fight, to persevere, and ultimately to survive. In the Chilean miners' miracle, Elizabeth Smart's kidnapping survival, and the accounts of Holocaust survivors, we are reminded of the power of hope and the indomitable human spirit. In the face of unspeakable evil, unbearable hardship, or insurmountable odds, human resilience shines through, illuminating the darkest corners of our existence. These stories serve as beacons of courage, guiding us through the darkest of times, reminding us that perseverance can overcome the most formidable challenges.